Pardon me, cool. You alright? I'm sorry about it.
Give me a blindfold, cause you think about that. If you see that effect, when I plug that out, I let you never go get that clout back. And if I wasn't rich and already lit, I could live in your house safe. But you know that I break it, that straight to the left, so I bounce back. When they make a diss, I say, I ain't gonna talk back. I'm thinking about taking it out. It's all about the one brilliant. I can't let it fuck on my phone, let it go, I'm score, and I still win. I surround it, went out. It's just me, you down the scene, the boy sitting in the couch. They put me on good, they see what I see now, I'm on that.
Good. It's junior year, so I'm so stressed. I'm taking the SAT on March 11th.
That's like literally a year after I took it.
I can't. I'm so scared. And like a bunch of my friends took the ACT like this fall, like this past weekend.
Yeah.
They're like, it's horrible. Like I can't.
I don't know what your experience with it is. I didn't have a hard time with it.
How much did you study?
What?
How much did you study?
Like I did a practice test a week. And my mom's friend from Virginia is a tutor that lost. So I got that. Somebody.
Yeah. See, no, me and my...
Take into account the SAT that I'm not taking, so you'll make it fine.
Hopefully. Some of them are like bringing it back from my year.
Isn't that funny? Can you believe it's already Tuesday? It's gonna be the dumbest thing I've ever said. Take a picture of that. Alright, walk up. Alright, ready? Open number 2. Alright, Jordan.
These numbers aren't right either.
Only 2. Blackson's 10. Rivera's 12. Lawson's 2. Solid. Love song.
A lot of them are like a foot and more taller than me.
Justin Blackman.
This song reminds me how awesome. Got these down. Jaden Rivera has 2,260. This is Clifton's final game of the season. Four playoff. Salo, 233 rebounds, 34 steals for Rivera. No, you're good. I don't care. But you're good. Yeah. I just want to make sure it's associated. So it's over. I also don't want someone to come up and go, "Is that your bag?" Any interesting Livingston stats we should keep an eye on? Any interesting Livingston statistics that we should keep an eye on? Pearl's team's got take 2, yes.
Anyone have?
He's got 540 career points.
Alright, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best. Alright, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Yeah, they don't put that in. It's fine. The good news is we watch a lot of Livingston, so although we don't have the key statistics on top, we know who gets the rebounds. You know, we're not walking in blind. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm saying head coach Clifton.
Oh my god, I thought you
Ryan had to win the top project. Yeah, he said no. Exactly.
Feels like the last few nights we've been everywhere back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Clifton is playing East Orange.
I'm living life right now, man. It's what I can do till it's over. Till it's over. I just fall from home. Alright, loans on weed, loans on drinking, never drive a bar. Fuck it, y'all thinking. Making sure the young money shit is never sinking. About to set it off in this potato picket. I shouldn't drove. Tell me how I'm getting home.
These two teams are both in the same playoff bracket, Section 1 Group 4. Clifton's the 6th seed, Livingston's the 8th seed. So it would be impossible for them to match up until the final round.
I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights we've been everywhere back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing?
We're all good. As of right now, we're on air and everything's okay, so don't worry. We'll get going on
Where's the music coming from if you don't have a DJ?
They plugged it in the middle. It's rigged. And hear me.
He's so nice. He's quiet, but like so nice when you talk to him. And he's so good with magic.
He dedicates his entire life to magic. It's incredible.
Yeah.
He's very young too.
He's going to school in Vegas, right?
Yeah, University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It's a good area for a magician.
Yeah, he said it's like near the
start in
Strip.
Vegas, get an education in Vegas. Probably why he, what's it called, early decision.
Yeah. Even like last year, I had class with him and that's all he would talk about is applying there and like going there.
I don't think he really cares that much about UNLV. I think he's just more interested in starting in Vegas.
Yeah, he said he wanted to like study business, you know, like that aspect of it. But
That
he
makes
said it was like
sense.
located near the
he
Strip.
would. It's part of him to go do business at Vegas, not because he wants to be in business, because he needs to understand the business side of what he wants to do.
Yeah. I thought he was going to study like entertainment or
Because
something.
he's a professional. He's already, I'd say, at the level of a professional magician. I just don't think he has the business knowledge to really break out. So that's really smart to study business. Study the marketing side. Who to work with, how to get his name out in certain places where he's not well known. Because he's well known in Livingston. He doesn't really need to conquer Livingston anymore. He's already marketing. He can still learn how to market in big markets where he's not like well known to everyone.
Yeah.
So studying business in Vegas will do it for him, and it'll give him weekend activities like practicing magic and learning, meeting new people.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Cody. Woo. This team can shoot any day. They need to get dirty in the paint. Not even the mid-rangers. I don't even know why they shoot mid-rangers. They're so good from the three. They just need to win 5.
Yeah.
How you want to get going? Alright, we'll get going in 5 seconds. The state tournament brackets are out.
The final game or games of the regular season are about to get underway. Clifton ends their regular season tilt right here in Livingston. It's Livingston's final game for their seniors here at their gymnasium before they head to the Prudential Center to clash against Millburn. Both these teams come in the Section 1 Group 4 bracket, and they have a regular season contest. Coming up next, stay tuned to the National Federation of High School Sports.
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it for Frazier!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! Micaiah Todd, touchdown!
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Fallujah wins it! The championship!
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hello and welcome to the Fieldhouse Gymnasium on the campus of Livingston High School in Essex County, New Jersey. My name is Ryan Lowy. I am joined today with Wafa Muhammad on the broadcast, Jordan Cooper on our camera duties here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. It's a pair of 9 over 500 sides that have made the playoffs. They know who they're going to be taking on next week. It's a big week, but first, this week, these two teams have to clash against each other and prepare for a crash landing. Wafa, what are your keys to the game?
All right, let's start with the visiting team. Let's start with Clifton. One of the main players I want to talk on is Jaden Rivera. I mean, he's a great player throughout this whole season. He has this season he has a total point average of 279. He also has 30 assists and 34 steals. So he's not only a good guard and good on offense, but he's great on defense as well. He can shoot in the paint, he can drive, and he can also shoot three range. So I think that a good, solid offense and defense from that one player will be a challenge for Livingston to hold. And as well as they have the height advantage of half of their team, all their players are above 6 foot, so they definitely have that height advantage. They can get those rebounds, and they can play that great defense.
And for the Livingston Lancers, have them and hold the opponent under 50 points.
Yeah, I mean, Clifton's hard because of that height advantage, so they just really have to get the rebounds, making sure they don't the baskets that they lose. I think they should really play how they played against North Collegiate. North Collegiate also had a height advantage on the Livingston Lancers, but they really emphasized how much athleticism their team has and anticipation for where the ball is going. So hopefully they can utilize that today and grab those rebounds, making sure Clifton does not get to 40 points. And they also have to work on attacking the rim. They have to drive for the basket more often. We all know they're great at three-pointers, great at shooting from the outside, so they need to be more aggressive.
Let's now change to the starting lineups. We're going to start off with the visiting Clifton Mustangs. Their head coach is Mike Cadmus. And Wafa, you said you wanted to highlight Rivera. They also have Luis Vega, Aiden Safarjic, Justin Blackman, and Saif Aldin Salah. Salah, don't forget, he is 6 feet 8 inches.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and I can see him helping them out on the defensive side as well, grabbing all those rebounds and making sure the Lancers have trouble shooting.
Very strong starting lineup. Clifton possesses a 9 record, 6-4 in divisional play in Passaic County. The Livingston Lancers from the Super Essex Conference, over 15 years at the helm for their great head coach, David Cohen. They're going to start with 4 senior guards, and then they're going to enter the junior Ryan Sale for around the 5th or 6th time this season. Your player to highlight today?
My player to highlight today would be Dylan Pearlstein. He's having a great season. He's scoring a lot of points. He, on the Lancers, who's to drive to the basket. He's great driving in and shooting on the outside, so I look forward to seeing that today.
Tuesday Night Hoops, the Clifton Mustangs and the Livingston Lancers Section 1 Group 4 teams clash as they wrap up their regular season, ready for the playoffs in exactly a week's time. Group 4 set to begin on the 21st of February this month, around a little over a week earlier than when last year's playoffs started, which was towards the tail end of February on the 27th or 28th, and the thick of it was in March. So they're ending the season a little bit earlier this year. They're also starting the spring season slightly later. They're giving more players a break to get ready, those dual sport athletes, to get ready for the next page in this year's athletic competitions. Both these teams have terrific baseball sides. Baseball gets started on April 3rd this year, 2 days later than scheduled, and as per always, we will have playoff action and regular season action constantly of the Clifton Mustangs and the Livingston Lancers right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. But on the basketball side, these two teams are in an essence scrimmaging. It's a regular season game, but it doesn't really count towards anything, getting themselves ready for a big playoff tournament in 7 days' time. We have that next next from the Fieldhouse. Final home game of the regular season for the Lancers. Final game of the regular season for the Mustangs. Stay tuned right here to the National Federation of High School Sports.
And you go to the air again, and that's a touchdown. That's order. Gordon, back to pass. Gonna throw a deep ball, far side, caught! Touchdown! Nasir Addison on the reception, and Irvington jumps out on top. It's 6-0 Blue Knights. 9:01 left to go here in the first quarter.
Oliver from the shotgun takes the snap. It's a passing play. They'll work easy to Phillips. Phillips got a lot of yards. He's to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Nice run there by Jake.
He drops back. Little pressure. He comes up. He throws it deep. And it's a flag on the play, along with the reception.
A lot of time to make a play. Third down and long. There's a pass play, and it's intercepted. Eric Perez with the pick. Can he go to the house? He lost the ball. He recovered it. What's the sign?
That's Smothers saying, look at him go. He just broke through the whole defense.
That's right.
He looked like he's going to take that to the house right there. That's a touchdown. He didn't even come.
Touchdown Cougars.
That's the most dynamic play I've seen all year.
Number 3, Timmons.
That play's got
Clifton and Livingston set to clash as we wrap up the regular season of New Jersey boys high school basketball and winter sports right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. It's a big weekend we have ahead. We're going to have county semifinals, county finals all week long. We're going to have cup finals all week long for hockey. That's for boys and girls basketball. It's the county finals and semifinals right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. Tomorrow we got the McMullen final, West Orange and the winner of Scotch Plains Fanwood and A.L. Johnson, which is right now and not streamed. That'll be tomorrow, and then at 8 o'clock as well tomorrow we have the McInnes Cup finals. I'll be joined by Jacob Gorin for the Westfield contest as they're going to take on Summit in a Union County clash for the 2023 McGinnis Cup. So we're set to go. We're going to have the national anthem, then we're going to tip off right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. Stay tuned as we're now going to hand it to the facilities PA system. No DJ Barry in the facilities, no national anthem, no starting lineups. We're just going to get going. Remember, the playoff brackets have already been formulated. This game doesn't mean too much besides pride, improve your record, and gain some momentum for the game, especially Clifton, as they do not have another tilt until the state playoffs next week in 7 days' time. Livingston, one more regular season contest. It's a Playbook Classic matchup in Newark, as they will take on Milburn in a rivalry clash. But first, these two teams have a Tuesday early evening meeting set to tip off from the field house. So Sala and will square for the tip, and we're underway from the field house. Final home game of the regular season for Livingston in their second to last regular season game. And this is it for Clifton before they host East Orange in 7 days' time. So we're underway. Ryan Lowy joined alongside Wafa Muhammad, Jordan Cooper on camera. This is a D1 Media Pro presentation on the NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports. The Mustangs control. Livingston has not won too many, if any, tip-offs this year. So that's an easy win for Clifton to get started. And their 3-ball is off the rim, the backboard, and out and around by Matthew Kay. The senior guard will take it up for Clifton, a sophomore, a junior, and 3 seniors in the starting lineup. And for the Lancers, there are 4 seniors and the 1 junior center. He drives, he's trapped, loses his dribble in the corner, rolls around, lays one up, in and out. Pearlstein rebound. Pearlstein fouled on the putback. Pearlstein will go to the line to get the Lancers started with some 3 throws.
As we talked about earlier, we just saw in that play, Jaden Rivera has great defense and offense, but we just saw his defense in action. He's great at staying on top of the players, and he's great at rebounding as well, so let's see how he does.
Pearlstein, good on the first. It's 1-0 Lancers. I think this is probably the first basketball game I've been to this season with no anthem or lineup. We didn't get either.
Yeah, I think me too.
Covered a lot of basketball here. Obviously, as we know, these two teams just playing because they have games left. They're allowed to schedule up to 24 regular season games, join one county tournament, and of course, they're eligible to pay into the state tournament if they're one of the top 16 teams in their bracket. Taken away by the Lancers. Nussbaum drives through the defense, lays one up. Can't get it. Tipped in the air and easily grabbed by Sala, the 6'8" junior. The Mustangs drive, tossed up, no good. The putback from Sala. And Sala gets it to go, and the Mustangs will tie the Lancers. So it was Pearlstein at the line and Sala's tipping. We restart at a tie score.
We knew his height would be a great contribution for the Clifton Mustangs today. I mean, not only on defense we saw, but on offense, putting the ball back up, has some and great height usage.
Pistol formation for the Lancers. Pearlstein's route is cut off. Nussbaum currently on the basketball. Coach Cohen said before the game, one thing Livingston really needs to do, if they want to win a state tournament game for the first time in a very long time, they're really going to have to start to get dirty inside the 3 line. They know how to shoot 3 balls. They had a cold spurt that they broke out of, but since then they've really struggled inside the paint. Teams like Clifton who are in their bracket. Well, for one thing we see in basketball, there's a nice pass inside to Clifton. I thought plays it out 3 from K. It's good. Well, anyway, Wafa, as I was saying, as Clifton quickly works in transition, inbounding the basketball, was that we saw Livingston take on Union Catholic. And one thing that we noticed is that similar competition the Lancers may see in later rounds and Clifton, if they win their contest, is that height really plays a big factor in high school basketball, like other levels of basketball.
Yeah, I agree, but I think the Lancers are great at using their athleticism and anticipation of where the ball will go. I mean, we saw with North Collegiate,
Vega, mid-ranger, is off, sorry, as you said.
No, like I was saying with North Collegiate, the Lancers really outdid them at showing their athleticism and how they're able to jump up for the ball rather than just letting North Collegiate use their height.
Both teams enter the contest 15-9 with winning divisional records. Both teams also saw under 500 records last year as Cohen cuts in and gets it to go.
Great job of driving to the basket. We talked about that earlier, and I think the Lancers are having a great start with that. Let's see more of them driving in the paint, and that'll be good.
Clifton will use that. Stay tuned to the network.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds. Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and 1. Lawrence with Floyd, he'll lob it up and a slam. It's too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, brings it in and 1 on the lob. Thought about the 3, drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd. Mr. Rowdy here with Corey Floyd after a tough. Wilcher 3, got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up. And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away.
Right back in off the timeout. The Mustangs control. Played inside. Whistles come in. Foul. So Clifton now set to inbound. Wild pass, barely kept in bounds. Franco gets it away. Ariel passes, tipped inside. Trapped, nowhere to go is James. James gets a whistle, and it's a turnover, Lancer basketball. Hear that Lancer bench getting into it, but they're happy to see it.
Yeah, I would be too, and the Lancers are really stepping up their defense. They know which players to isolate, especially when they're near the rim. Obviously, their taller players are able when they're closer to the rim, so that's how you know they have to be on a kind of like a 2-on-1 man defense.
3 ball. Nussbaum hung it short. Clifton will respond. Valerio drives, lays it up, gets a foul. Valerio, the 5'11" guard, will go to the line. Valerio is 2 for 2. It's a one-possession game between these two Section 1 Group 4 sides here in the state of New Jersey.
Good job for Luke Cohen, at least attempting to drive. I like the Lancers being more aggressive this game, so hopefully next time he'll get in and then he'll get to the rim.
Delivery inside to Cohen. Cohen runs it right back out, and the Lancers breathe with it. Perlstein receives a handoff, lays one up over the deck, can't get it to go, and a powerful rebound from James.
I mean, I'm liking what I see from the Lancers. In that one possession, they did 3 attempts to the basket, so I'm loving their aggressiveness on their offensive side. I mean, last couple games, they're really comfortable at the three-point line, and I love when they drive and kind of play more aggressively and get in deeper.
3 ball is good. Gabe Cruz gets it to go, and it's a tie game. So it's 7 apiece between Clifton and Livingston. Cohen plays it out. Sale inside, bounce pass away. Cage, fiercely, his pass finds Sale, and Sale has to relay it back out. Sale plays a ball to Cohen. Cohen will shoot a 3 ball, sets himself up for it, can't get it to go. Sale with the rebound, defender falls, can't get the layup in. And the height of Lawson gives Clifton the basketball. Valerio thought about a 3, didn't want it. So it's Franco for Clifton, plays it to Valerio. He doesn't want to shoot over Kay, plays a ball all the way over to a 3 shooting Cruz, and he got it. Cruz across the court on the right side of your screen. Put it up, got it to go. And Clifton will have their first lead of the game. Coach Cohen, over 15 years, calls a play for the Lancers. This is a high pass over to Matty. Lancers now miscommunicating outside the 3 line, now resetting. Nice play by Nussbaum to hold the basketball. Attempted pit pocket there from James, and the Lancers remain with the basketball. Lancers in their white with green accents, and then the Mustangs with their maroon. 3 ball, far is no good. Mustangs in the maroon with white accents. Cruz thought about a 3. Instead plays one over to Franco, and now it's inside to James. James, double team, plays it out. Valerio, a catch and shoot. Set himself, perfect shot. It's off. Offensive rebound, strong putback is no good from the big man, Jowl James.
Good job for Cohen stepping in there, grabbing that rebound, and then for the drive.
Cohen is rejected, and the basketball will find the hands of Lawson. Quickly ahead is a basketball for James. James gets the layup over the Lancers defenders. And it's now Clifton's first double-digit, or rather, 2-possession lead of the game. Hard pass, a little bit too much for a catch and shoot, but played over to Perlstein. Rim backboard and out, and the Mustangs find it. Hard dribbling from Cruz. Cruz plays it out, but he walked. They'll put 2 seconds on the clock for this quick Lancer-prone possession. Few substitutions made.
Although the Lancers aren't in the lead right now, I think they're starting off strong. They're hitting all the keys. They're driving to the rim, and they're upping their defense to...
Cohen, a perfect half-court shot in terms of distance, wildly off. Clifton were chasing Livingston the whole quarter. In the final minute, they found their feet. They're now up by 2 possessions. We have the second quarter next. Stay tuned to the NFHS Network.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
12-7. Clifton leads the hosting Lancers of Livingston. Wafa, it was a backwards first quarter, a quiet quarter without a DJ in the room. That really emphasized it. What was your breakdown?
Yeah, I think the Lancers are really hitting our key points. Obviously, they're behind, not in the lead right now, but I love the attempts, driving to the rim, getting in the paint. You know, I think getting in there more rather than just playing safe outside the 3 is really great for the Lancers, and hopefully they proceed to do that for the rest of the game. And we obviously see Clifton using their height to really get these rebounds and just kind of toss the ball up when they have it.
So we're ready to go with another quarter of basketball. Quarter number 2 is underway as Holland will touch the bat for the first time today for the Lancers. Very different 5 we're seeing for Livingston. Only 2 runners. 3 ball is off. Powerful rebound from Valeria. He'll take it himself down the court. Tries to find a layup out of it. He'll go to the line. The 5'11" guard will now go to the line. First one is good for the Mustangs. Two for 2 at the line is Valerio. 40 seconds into the second quarter.
You see here the Lancers getting comfortable on the 3 again. Let's see if they can start to drive a little more. I know they love their pass outside. So.
Holland at the mid-range got it away. Gets it back.
Here we need to see the Lancers play with some confidence. I mean, there's too much hesitation there, especially from Holland. Yeah, he still keeps getting the ball. I think they need to make some moves.
Yeah, especially they've been struggling on defense. Golf has been driving in physically. There's a nice play by Smith. Gets it to go. Saw some prowess there from Zach Smith. It's a beautiful layup too. Finesse. Valerio loses the basketball, and it's a turnover. Lancers take it away. Pearlstein finds a lane over the defenders, and Dylan Pearlstein powers through. Nobody on the Mustangs presented stoppage for him.
Yeah, I like to see that for Dylan Pearlstein. I mean, he's one of the players on the Livingston Lancers he's great at driving with the basket, and he's great at shooting. So, I mean, I wouldn't think he would miss any of his fouls, and I'm glad that he got the one. Clifton's getting a bit nervous here, so they got to step up their defense a bit.
Pearlstein completes the three-point play. Clifton up by 2 on offense. Strong overhead pass and a catch and shoot for Cruz, left short. Massimo DePaula climbs the ladder and comes down with it for the Lancers. Holland open for a three. He got it. Lancers crawl back. They're up by 1, 15. But this is what Clifton does best. They work quickly.
Great job to Holland. I mean, we saw earlier that he had a lot of hesitation. I'm glad that he took the shot. I mean, it clearly went well for him, so let's hopefully he plays with more confidence.
Open inside and getting it to go is Sala.
Yeah, physical, and they're great at using their body to just plow through Livingston's defenders.
They're a very physical team in the paint. That's something that they've done well all year. 15 wins in 24 games. Holland dribbled out of bounds. Barely scraped the thick green marker close side, and now Clifton will have it. So often we take a look at that playoff bracket. Clifton the 6th seed, Livingston the 8th seed. And of course we have to highlight some other teams. Patterson Eastside holds the 1st seed. West Orange, fierce rival of Livingston's. They're going to take them on in the 1st round. The 8th seed, Livingston, as I said, the 9th seed. Pardon me if I said 8th seed by accident. And Wafa, who do you think is going to win the tournament?
Honestly, I think Passaic Tech.
Yeah, PCTI, a very talented squad. Valerio drives against Holland off the turnover. Got a foul. Foul is on Holland. Number 3, as you were saying.
No, I just think Passaic Tech, I mean, they're ranked really well and the team's solid. Obviously, all of these teams in the bracket are doing great, but I think they have the most likeliness. Their only challenge would be Patterson Eastside.
Patterson Eastside, a very talented squad. Basketball from Passaic this year, very strong. It's probably their best sport. In other sports, you see Clifton, you see Passaic Tech very well, usually most seasons. But I think basketball is the only sport where there's more than 3 or 4 teams that are really dangerous outside of county play for Passaic County, and that's definitely basketball.
Yep, I agree.
Clifton gets the offense forward, and the 3 is good from Rivera. Rivera having a career season. Only 2 more years of eligibility for the underclassmen. Livingston control.
Yeah, I mean, we repeatedly see Clifton with their,
Inside, Massimo DePaula gets physical. Getting up to go over the defense. 2-point game. We'll be right back. Stay tuned to the NFHS Network. to 17. Clifton over Livingston here in the 2nd quarter. High school boys varsity basketball on the National Federation of High School Sports. Waffle, we're counting down the regular season. That's it for PowerPoints. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out on the 21st of February. But of course, for the next couple weeks, any game can be popped on the schedule for a team as long as they play 24 games max in the regular season, excluding county tournament and state tournament games. Driving is Rivera. Rivera can't get it to go. Rebound, Pearlstein. We have to highlight Harris Rosenthal. Checks into the game for the Livingston Lancers. The fierce senior exploded last time we saw him on the court versus Catholic. That was on Monday of last week. Pearlstein trapped. Gets it to Big Riss. It's the mid-ranger. Matt Kay. Kay is trapped. Mid-range jumper from Harris. Rosenthal just off, and the rebound to the Mustang. Really nice find by Rosenthal. Took the open space. That's something Coach Cohen's going to appreciate every time.
Yeah, I'm glad that we see Harris Rosenthal coming into the game. I mean, he's a senior, but not only is he a
Rivera sinks the 3, Wafa, as you were saying.
Sorry, not only is he a great player, but he's a great teammate. He's a team guy, and he's a great leader for these teams. So.
Cohen just kept it on his side. Pearlstein drives. Now he plays it right back out to contested Cohen. Valerio right up near him. Cohen, the FDU Florham commit, knows how to create space. He's playing basketball collegiately in Madison. He gives one to Big Riss, who's short from the key once again. Valerio. No shot. Foul on the floor. Foul against Matthew Kay for the Lancers. It was a hold as Luis Vega checks back in. And he will give Gabe Cruz a break.
Yeah, what I've been noticing from the Clifton side is they love these like obscure, almost like radical passes. They kind of just throw the ball across and almost pray that the other player can grab it in time. I mean, they're almost playing football out here.
Vega fakes a three. Rivera, 5'10" guard. Valerio spins, curls one into Sela. Sela muscles one through, but he traveled prior to the way. Got the layup to go, but it won't count on the scoreboard. Took one too many steps, I'm afraid. Cohen goes around Sela and gets it right over him.
Great aggressiveness from Cohen. I like that more, and we see this game that he's driving quite often.
Terrific offense there by the Lancers. A quick transition and a quick drive. That's one thing about once he sees the route, he takes it. And that's what FDU Madison's really going to appreciate next year. There will be no missed opportunities when lanes come awry. Fluco. Sela's pass, well too strong. This is going to be a backcourt violation. Clifton will just let it roll.
There again, we see Clifton with those kind of radical passes. I mean, they're just trying to play the game, but they got to be more smart and strategical about where the ball's going.
Solid foul. He's now at the line. Can't get the first one to go. It's 22-19 in favor of the Clifton Mustangs. Now 23 as the second one goes. Here in the second quarter. Final minute.
If the Lancers play, I mean, they have enough time for 2 more plays, and they could make it back up and get the lead before half.
Cohen gets it away. No shot clock in New Jersey high school basketball. 35 seconds inside to Pearlstein. Now out to Nussbaum. Nate Nussbaum. Plays it over to Cohen. Cohen fakes a three. Doesn't have the angle. Livingston burning key time here, down by 4 here in the first half. Solid great defense. Tips it away. It remains here.
Yeah, these boys love to take their time with the ball. I mean, wasting almost 40 seconds with that and not really having action or motion towards the basket.
Lancers will reset. There's a nice play by DePaula to create space, but he had no lane. Not a big three shooter is the big man. 8 seconds. This will take us down to the end of the first half. Livingston down by 4. They want to come up with something before the horn. It's a three from Nussbaum. Just missed as Sala gets the rebound. Vega chucks one up wildly off to do the first half. But it's a close one between two 15-9 sides getting ready for the next week. Stay tuned right here on the National Federation High School Sports for the second half of action.
I stopped recording for a second there, but I got that. There's just going to be 2 files.
And they go to the air again, and they... And that's a touchdown. And that's order.
Back to pass. Gonna throw a deep ball far side. Caught! Touchdown! Nasir Addison on the reception. And Irvington jumps out on top. It's 6-0 Blue Knights. 9:01 left to go here in the first quarter.
Oliver from the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a passing play. They'll work easy to Phillips. Phillips got a lot of yards. He's to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown! Nice run there by Jake.
He drops back. Little pressure. He comes up. He throws it deep. And it's a flag on the play, along with the reception.
A lot of time to make a play. Third down and long. There's a pass play, and it's intercepted. Eric Perez with the pick. Can he go to the house? He lost the ball. He recovered it. What's the sign?
That's Smothers saying, look at him go. He just broke through the whole defense.
That's right.
He looked like he was going to take that to the house right there. That's a touchdown. He didn't even cut.
Touchdown Cougars.
That's the most dynamic play I've seen all year.
Number 3, Timmons.
That play's got
it's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there is no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved. They feel important. And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds. Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up and a slam. It's too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Brings it in and one on the lob. Thought about the three. Drive baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd. Here with Corey Floyd after a tough... Wilcher, three. Got it! Simeon Wilcher is fired up! And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Cerrone here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses it ahead to Valencia. Serene driving and throws it down. He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through lane, fills the basket. Cerrone here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Buff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
So just imagine. I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on.
The middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he the
ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounces at the 35. Fielded at the 40 by Quick. Out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back. He's in for a touchdown.
Swing pass in the flat.
Gets to the corner, he's going to get in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Good job, block. 3rd down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a hole, there's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. They feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate. They hate when you elevate. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling.
Over to Floyd, he's open, thought about the 3, drives, baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd! Free throw line, tries to dump a pass off, gets intercepted. Freeman all the way to the hole. Oh, what a block by Moore! Left to play in the 4th quarter. Cromartie, 3, got it! Davis probed in the corner, 3-pointer, up and down, Brown again! His 2nd straight 3. Roselle Catholic in a hurry. Wilcher, back to Bueno. He's going to try and tie it. And he does! Oh, big shots all around! He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay-in, good basket.
Third quarter is underway right here on the NFHS Network, presented by D1 Media Pro. Ryan Lowry joined alongside Wafa Muhammad, Jordan Cooper on camera. 23-19, the Mustangs lead the Lancers here at the Fieldhouse, as driving in and pushing one through is Sala. Clifton now up by 6. Kay plays it away. It's a 3 from Cohen, and he hit it perfectly. Can't ask for a better shot from a basketball player like Luke Cohen, who's just terrific all season long. 4 years of varsity experience under the belt. Cohen is their Sala, proving his big prowess on the court.
Sala not only has the height, but he also has athleticism, and he's good at moving.
Nussbaum's 3 is even better. Nussbaum hung that one up just perfectly, Wafa. You can't ask for a better shot than that.
Yeah, no, Livingston is always great with their three-pointers. Nussbaum and Cohen especially.
Yeah, they hit a cold spurt at about week 2 and 3 of the season, but they broke out of it, and now is anywhere but the 3-line, Wafa. They have just been terrific behind the line. Cohen and Pearlstein, and of course Matt Kay chipping in as well. Nate Nussbaum have just been terrific when it comes to catching and shooting from the outside. Traveling violation, and that's been a trend with Sala.
Yeah, he has to be more aware of his ball handling skills, but Sala usually don't have a lot of body awareness. I think he's great with using his body, and he knows how to use it not only on offense but on defense as well.
Pearlstein winds around, plays outside to Nussbaum, now to Kay. Pearlstein loses the basketball, but it's picked up by Luke Cohen. Luke Cohen will drive, and he'll endure contact on the floor. In Pearlstein, he's rejected by Sala. Sala making a statement as it's thrown over to Vega. Vega keeps his feet in, plays it away. Rivera through the legs, lost his dribble, gets it away. Payano into Sala, and right back. Payano drives. Catch and shoot 3 ball. It's off. And it's a rebounding on the offense. And the green and white get it back.
Yeah, I think Clifton definitely asserting themselves here, not on both ends. I mean, we saw Pearlstein try to drive, and then Sala kind of just rejected him. Like you said before, I think he's been asserting himself height-wise throughout this whole game. And then Clifton, obviously, great ball handling skills and great offense.
Matt Kay. Kay is trapped. Plays it over to Nussbaum and right over to Pearlstein. Nussbaum cuts through, plays one over to Sale. Traveled. Took a questionable step in there, dragged his back foot, and the official was all over it.
Yeah, almost like a side shuffle I saw him do, one foot and then the next. I think that's the nerves coming, when you don't really know what to do and you have the ball in your hand and you try to move as much as you can, and you just really can't.
Rivera out of the key now, gives it away. Vega, a turnaround shoot right off the catch. He got it to go. Clifton now back up by 2 possessions. It's been a theme this game. They've been up by 2 possessions for the most part.
Great defense from Clifton. I mean, they're good at staying on the players, and Sala's good because of his height, but the shorter guys are all good because they man. I mean, They don't let anyone loose.
Nussbaum feasts on the open route, but he left it short thanks to Salah's return to defense. Now ahead, driving and getting contact on the way of Era. He'll have 2 free passes at the line.
I love when players kind of put their body second and put the play first. They kind of disregard, putting themselves at danger, and then it always benefits them.
It is a dangerous feat, though, Wolf. We see a lot of injuries today in sports.
Yeah.
And you really have to think about the way they do it. The way players really work out and just hone in their talents on what they're built for. It's dangerous athletics. We see it a lot on the football side, on the basketball side. Players just driving in midair, finessing a basketball up, and they fall down the wrong way a lot.
I mean, it happens in games. It even happens in practices now. Players hurt themselves in practice, are out for the whole season or so, and it's terrible.
And it's actually been a crazy year, 2022 was at least, when it came to injuries in high-level athletics, like at the collegiate and pro level, even at the high school level. Saw it a lot over the fall of 2022 during the football season in New Jersey. Of course, St. John Vianney's quarterback had to endure a horrible injury. Of course, we saw on the NFL side a terrible injury for the Bills. So it was tough on the football side. On the basketball side is where you see players rolling their ankles all the time coming down from layups. Sale gives it a try. A rare shot from Ryan Sale off the marker. Clifton will respond. Sale, big body gets in the way and out of bounds.
There you go again with Clifton's kind of like radical and just like almost like powerful, too strong of a pass, and they kind of just like chuck the ball at each other, hoping that the movement and the power will get them somewhere, and it just never does.
Fake 3 from Cruz. Cruz, physical dribbler, gets it away. Luis Vega now.
He's just good at using his body and kind of like pushing himself in there, but he knows when to quit and he knows when he can't go any further, and I think he's great with not only ball handling but passing as well.
A strong layup opportunity from Rivera was off, and now the Lancers are on it. Kay cuts through, bounce pass over to Porter. Porter can't get it to go. Sala got in his way. Basketball out of bounds, and it stays here with the Lancers. Played into Pearlstein. Now it's Luke Cohen. Over to Kay. Matt Kay maneuvering around Vega. Goes down. And he traveled. I would have to agree with that call. Kay really didn't have many options. He was hoping for that close side opportunity. But just nobody was there, as the Lancers will call a timeout with around 2 minutes left to play. Stay tuned. More hoops next on the network.
Come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
Join us here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports Network this Friday, as at 5 o'clock we're underway with both boys and girls basketball between Millburn and Livingston at the Prudential Center. Tickets were on sale. They are now no longer available. Actually, I believe they might be available for the next day or so, but if you cannot get to the facility or you don't have a ticket to enter, you can always catch it right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. I'll be on the call alongside Adam Tobez. Girls beginning at roughly 5 o'clock is on the schedule. However, many are saying it'll start at 5:15 as the gates don't open for both the schools and the fans till 4:30. So likely a 5:15 start, and then following around 20 minutes after the girls' game's completion, a separate stream will open up for the boys' game. Both are at the Seton Hall Prep Pirates Hard Court in the Prudential Center in Newark, Essex County, New Jersey. Newark, the county seat of Essex County. So at the heart of Essex County is a fierce South Mountain rivalry, Wafa.
Yeah. But what I was going to note about this game, I think this game has a lot to do with ego and confidence going into the playoffs. I mean, Livingston has one more game after this. You just noted Prudential Center versus Milburn, but this is Clifton's last game before the playoffs, and this is really to see how are they going to go out in their season, their normal game season.
Yeah, Clifton, if they don't have 24 games played after this one, could add a game to the schedule during or before the playoff starts. However, that's highly unlikely, considering how late it is in the regular season. This is their last tilt on the schedule, according to NewJersey.com, or NJ.com as it is. Going a far three. Just off the marker. Mustangs rebound. They work down the court with Vega. Vega behind the back pass over to Rivera. Rivera tried to find Vega. Had to pump fake pivot and then finally find Rivera. High pass to Valerio, the sixth man for Clifton. Valerio, the junior 5'11 guard, gets it back to Vega. 40 seconds left. Vega.
Yeah, I noticed that not only the Lancers, but both teams get quite comfortable with the ball and keeping it outside at the perimeter because there is no shot clock, so they're not worried about running out of time, especially with Clifton in the lead.
Sala. And Sala gets his annual traveling violation.
Yeah.
Turnover Lancer basketball quite often, as you were going to say, Wafa.
Yeah, quite often. Must be like the third or fourth.
So it'll be left up to the Lancers to turn the final page of the chapter as Pearlstein gets it to go. Still 10 seconds. Clifton has some time. Rivera drives with it, gets a call, and he'll go to the line. Spare 6 seconds left to play before the fourth quarter.
Just noting Pearlstein's play from earlier, I loved how he's driving to the basket. He's shrinking that gap between the Lancers and Clifton. Hopefully the Lancers can pull it back up in the fourth quarter.
First shot goes down, and it's a two-possession difference once again. Have some fans trying to chime in. Not the most respectful thing to do at the high school level, but trying to get in the heads of the Mustangs are the Lancer fans. Final home game of the season. They have to get excited. Far three. Nussbaum just missed it as the horn will blow. We have the final quarter of action between these two Section 1 Group 4 sides, winding out the regular season exactly a week before both teams have their balls in the air for the first round of the state tournament. That's next. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter of this one on the National Federation of High School Sports. Third quarter has met its completion. We're ready for the fourth between Clifton and Livingston. Right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. I'm Ryan Lowy, joined alongside Wafa Muhammad and Jordan Cooper. He is manning the camera today. A reminder to tune in tomorrow. We have the McMillan Cup at 4:15. It's between West Orange and the winner of currently being played Arthur L. Johnson School and Scotch Plains Fanwood. That is tomorrow between the two sides. That will be decided later on tonight. And then at 8:15, we're back at Cody for the McInnes Cup final. That game is between Westfield and Summit. A lot of Union County representation this year in the NJIIHL Cup finals as that shot is off. Rebounding foul against Clifton, a reach, and the Lancers retain.
I mean, it looked like the Lancers kind of started off with a nervous opening to the fourth quarter. I mean, I don't really know what that was. They scrambled a bit there.
And we had some shakeups in the Kelly division, the middle division between McMullen and McInnes. We'll say that in a second. Here's a 3-ball that is just a shy bit short, bounced over. Quick transition, Vega on the catch. Interrupted by Luke Cohen. And now the Lancers have it.
We just saw another one of Clifton's infamous football throws, except that one stretched the whole court.
Also have this weekend the Essex County Finals between Arts and Seton Hall. We knew it was going to happen all season. We're going to see it. That's this weekend as Luke Cohen steals the spotlight with a fadeaway jumper. Timeout, Mustangs. Back at it here in the opening stages of the fourth quarter. Clifton will inbound on the right side of your screen. The Mustangs control. Here's Vega. Overhead pass to Sala and back outside to Vega.
You can tell Vega's very confident with the ball and his ball handling skills. I mean, he's really good on the inside and outside, as well as who I mentioned earlier in the keys, Jason Rivera.
Valerio's also been a key player, checking in quickly in this game as there's a physical play by Rivera to get a layup going. Clifton up 34-29. Sale, we saw him try a 3 earlier. Different thought process this time. Wild pass kept in play by Cohen. Luke Cohen drives. Luke Cohen lays a high one up and gets the roll. Luke Cohen. Interesting dribbling play there by Clifton. Nonetheless, they remain with the basketball. Driving through is Payano, plays one inside. Valerio can't get it to go. Still tipped in the air. Sala's on it. Sala can't get it to go. He's physically hit on just about every side. He had 4 Lancers following him, Wafa.
Yeah, I mean, the Lancers are definitely trying to prove that they don't need height to win this game, but I mean, I think it could be pretty useful. I mean, Sala's pretty much carrying his team with the whole rebound and just like throwing it up there. I think if the Lancers had a player that's as tall as him, they'd be doing much better.
Woohoo! The toilet bowl rolls through. Sala is successful sinking both from the line. Under 6 minutes now left to play. Luke Cohen. Perlstein drives. Perlstein lays one up. He gets a foul. Perlstein will now go to the line.
I'm very impressed with the Lancers' ability to drive this game. I mean, it's not something that we see quite often because obviously they're safe at the three-point line, and what team doesn't like to play safe? But I'm glad they're playing more aggressive and confidently this game.
Perlstein gets the first one to go. Perlstein gets the second one to go. It's a 3-point game. The Lancers are tagging on to Clifton. who's held the lead for the majority of this contest. Sale gets physical, punches it away, lands towards Pearlstein. Pearlstein curls around the defender, is trapped, plays a high pass over to Smith. Nussbaum loosens the tone. You know who wants to bring it back up is Cohen, but he airballs this one. And Clifton is back on it. Very rare you see Cohen that wildly off.
Yeah.
Unless he's trying for a buzzer beater. He does not miss like that.
Yeah, but shout out to Ryan Zales. I mean, great defense. I think.
Sale.
Oh, Sale, sorry. He's definitely one of the more, like, body-aware players. He uses his body in a physical manner on the defensive side a lot, and offensive when he's trying to, like, get closer to the rim and kind of drive a little bit.
Vega failed to hang the shirt on the rack, and now Livingston responds. Pearlstein runs into the three ball. It's off the rim and out. Sale keeps it in, deflects one off of Sala. That's your typical smart move basketball play. You always see the geniuses in the sports business do that one, Wafa.
Yeah, Sale's stepping it up here. I mean, it looks like he's taking a break now, but I love his aggression and, like, enthusiasm toward this fourth quarter. He really wants his team to win, I guess.
Smart hoops. Played into Matt Kay. Matt Kay is on the basketball today. He drives. Sala rejects him. Plays one behind the back. But the Lancers find it. Smith over to Cohen. 4:25. Kay, a long three over Sala. Trying to use the bank. Didn't have enough distance. Strong dribbles from Payano. Waits for Kay to get neck and neck with him, then curls out. He's trapped, though. Finds a hole. Plays one outward. Rivera. Screen from Sala didn't work. Now Payano is trapped, and he passes one to his bench out of bounds. Lancer basketball. You know, coaches, as you can see on the sideline, they definitely want to be back on the court, but they're not available to play, Wafa. Passed right over to the coaches. They're not in bounds by rule.
Yeah.
I'm afraid their 4 years of high school eligibility, if they used it, are at a termination at the moment. Speaking of such, we actually saw footage caught on the NFHS network. Not sure which state it was, but you can always just go search this one up. A JV girls basketball team tried to sneak their coach into the game, and it worked. They got her in, but they were caught, and they faced the punishment for it. It's a funny story. You can catch it online. Search it up.
Yikes. And for JV, too. Wow.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing to do. You know, high school sports, you want to win. You want to go as far as you can. You want to win a state chip, as the kids would say. But truthfully, Wafa, it's just about the experience of being with a team and learning.
Yeah.
And representing your school. That's something most kids don't get to do at the professional or collegiate level. So to do it at the high school level, it's very awesome. Played inside, up and around layup from Vega's no good. Yeah. Lancer rebound. Three ball from Pearlstein. He collided. Trying to go for the rebound with Sala, who wound it up with it. Number 4 on the defensive rebounding foul against the Lancers, pardon me.
Yeah, Pearlstein almost checked him there like he was playing a hockey game. I don't know really what that was about, but I mean, I kind of like the Lancers stepping up their aggression. Hopefully they'll put it ahead. I mean, if the Lancers lose this one, they have another game to get a redemption game, if you will, before playoffs. But Clifton, this is their last chance to end off the season.
Garner some momentum.
Yes.
Per se.
Yeah, a little more confidence going in.
Definitely, that's an excellent point. Saucing through as Rivera gets it to go. Yeah, that'll be it for regular season telecasts on the NFHS network, presented by D1 Media Pro. That's this Friday's doubleheader, Livingston and Milburn from the Prudential Center. Very excited for that contest. Catch and shoot, almost a 4-point play, but instead 3 shots for Luke Cohen. That might have exploded the gym. That's been quite quiet. Saw Livingston girls basketball prior to this one with the 4-point loss to Montclair. That game actually brought a lot of energy.
Yeah, they did have a crowd. I mean, the boys came out to see them before their game, and some of the girls stayed to see the boys' game. So I love how both the girls and boys support each other in basketball.
Community effort. We see that a lot with West Orange soccer. Girls and boys teams very connected. Go support each other a lot. I think it's a good thing to have when you're on a community high school team. Even if you're on an inner city school, just to go support the other genders contest at your level. It's very exciting.
Yeah, and I see like Livingston has a lot with basketball. I can't say much for other sports, but basketball, they definitely do support each other, and I love that.
Well, obviously you can't really see it in football.
Yeah.
But you do see it a lot in basketball. Mm-hmm. Some schools even see it in hockey. Schools like Westfield, Milburn, Chatham. They have both boys and girls teams that are both competitive. Sala bodies one into the net. Baseball, softball, we see that a lot with Donovan Catholic. And here in Livingston, too. Pass inside to Sale. Sale pushes one through. Little catch and lay in for Ryan Sale, and it's a 3-point game.
Clifton has to really think strategically here. Ooh.
Clifton forced to use a timeout. They couldn't get over the half marker. In the minimal amount of time they had, they're forced to call a timeout.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds. Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up on a slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Lays it in and one on the lob. Thought about the three. Drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd. Here with Corey Floyd after a tough... Wilcher, three. Got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up. And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush.
Ready to get back underway. 40-37. Is the score between Clifton and Livingston.
Oh my God.
Answer basketball.
Sorry, but we see another annual travel there. Happens quite often, and it really should be happening now in the fourth quarter with one possession away for the Lancers to tie and even pull ahead.
Matt Kay uses the Sale screen. Sale makes himself available to pass to. Minute 5 left to play. This game's going to come down to the wire. It's a one-possession, 3-point difference in favor of Clifton, 40-37. In the final home game of the regular season for the Lancers and Clifton's final regular season game. Nussbaum is fouled. He will go to the line with 56 seconds left.
With a game so close like this, I mean, I don't think it was intentional, but you really shouldn't be fouling this late in the game with only like 1 minute left and with them being only down by 3 points.
First shot is good. It's been a pretty even game so far, Wafa.
Yeah. I think Clifton did great in the first quarter on both sides. They started off a little wobbly, but then they kind of pulled ahead, and then now it's kind of just 50-50, really.
Under a minute, and Clifton has put the basketball back in play. 2 for 2 at the line. We're the Lancers. Ahead now come the Mustangs. Sala over to Valerio. Valerio receives the Sala screen. Now Sala on it. Sala double team. That's what the Lancers are going to have to do. And a very strong pass to Rivera. Clifton forced to use a timeout on the messy possession. 7 seasons for Mike Cadmus at the helm of the Mustangs, and he really had no choice but to do that.
Yeah. I mean, Clifton getting nervous here, and then the Lancers getting a little more aggressive with the defense. I mean, they're really staying on top of it and kind of attacking each player as they get the ball.
This game likely going to come down to the wire. It's a 1-point difference between Livingston and the visiting Mustangs of Clifton High School in Passaic County, New Jersey. Both teams out of their county tournaments, which are coming to completion this weekend, and ready for the state tournament in 7 days' time. A 16-team Section 1 Group 4 bracket. 4 groups for public schools, 4 brackets per group. 16 public school sectional champions will wind down to 4 group champions for public schools. Then, of course, non-public squads, totally separate situation. A North and a South bracket separated between a B bracket and an A bracket, not based off of talent, but based on size. In a sport like basketball, talent actually might fall in the B bracket. Ready to get back underway with things. Final tilt for Clifton before playoffs. Final home game for Livingston before playoffs. 35 seconds left in the ball game. Quickly played in on the run is Valerio, and he's fouled. Foul on 1-2, number 12, Matthew Kay.
I always like when teams stop the clock with like fouls and whatnot closer to the end, because it gives the teams a little kind of break between they really have to, before they really have to strategize before their next play. So
Lancers swarm in with the foul. They actually tried to line up for a jump, but Rivera hugged it like a football, risking a fumble, and he'll go to the line. First shot hangs short. Lancer rebound, played ahead. Coach Cohen wants to call a timeout, and he wants to talk it over, draw something up. This could be the winner, Wafa. It's a 1-point difference. Mathematically, it's going to be very difficult to make a case for overtime, nor do I think both teams have an interest in that happening, as this game essentially means nothing in the grand scheme of things, but this is a key opportunity for the Lancers to try and steal a game that they've just been baiting behind from the whole game.
yeah, I agree. I mean, it could really go either way right now. I mean, Lancers have possession now, and if they make 1 point and kind of keep it contained, they'll be winning. But if Clifton can get it back in time, steal the ball, and make their last play, they'll just pull ahead and win.
Clifton will host East Orange as the 6th seed. East Orange, the 11th seed, coming out of Essex County. That is 7 days from today. On the other side, for Livingston, they are visiting West Orange in a week's time. West Orange really turned the program around last year. Started the season 2 to 3 weeks late due to COVID-19. So did all winter sports for West Orange. Took them a little longer to clear the virus out. Once they did, only 2 wins in 15 games. And this year, different story. A lot of kids transferred back in. A lot of youth coming in the program. They've split Livingston on the regular season. It'll be the 3rd contest between the two. We spoke to Coach Cohen. He said, it's unfortunate we don't get to see a new team. That's what I think it's all about, is getting to see new teams. However, he did say he's happy that this early in the tournament, he doesn't have to travel too far, because there's teams in his bracket like Passaic, Tech, Patterson, Eastside, you name it. Far and tough drives for a big bus. So here we go. This one comes down to the wire. Lancers down by 1, 40-39 against Clifton. Their final home game of the season. Coach Cohen did not see an open route for the lead, and he will once again use a timeout, and the Lancers will talk it over.
Yeah,
I'll have to go back to the drawing board, Wafa.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a good call for Coach Cohen. They do have those timeouts, so why not use them now? With 9 seconds left, I mean, either Clifton can keep up their great defense, or the Lancers can use their offensive skills, maybe get a 3 or finally drive to the basket and get another point on the board.
Just a few seconds time left in the game. It's really a win or a loss for Livingston here. If they can get a shot to go 2 or 3, they'll win this contest. They can't get it to go, and Clifton will pull this one out by 1. Loser gets their 10th loss added to their schedule prior to playoffs, and the winner picks up a big win number 16 on the year. Wow, that would be accomplishing for 2 teams that were many games under 500 last year, Wafa. Very successful turnaround for these two squads.
Yeah, Lowy, I agree.
10 seconds left on the clock. Lancer inbound opportunity. Rivera will try and get in the face of Nussbaum inbounding for the Lancers. Final seconds of the game. Open is Pearlstein. Pearlstein dribbles. He's got nowhere to go. He swarmed, gets it right back. Pearlstein drives, goes to the ground, throws it up, can't get it to go. Solid rebound, and that will do it. Clifton pulls out by just one singular point.
Yeah, great job to Pearlstein there at the end. You saw he was on his knees on the floor, and he still put it up. And it was so close, but good job to Clifton keeping up their defensive, their defensive ability, even with the last play being drawn out. So
Clifton pulls away by just one singular point. They win 40-39 in their final game of the season. Unless something gets added to the schedule 7 days from today, they'll be back at home with a 16-9 record as the 6th seed, hosting the 11th-seeded and tough East Orange Campus High School out of Essex County. And the Lancers, they will have a big game on Friday, right after the girls take on West Orange. They will take on West Orange live from Newark, New Jersey. I'll be on the broadcast here on the National Federation of High School Sports in an Essex County rivalry from the county seat of Essex County within Newark at the Prudential Center. That's Milburn, that's Livingston. That's on Friday, roughly a 7 o'clock tip-off right here on the National Federation of High School Sports. But as for this one, the Lancers close out a very successful home season with a very tough 1-point loss to a very similar-sided Clifton Mustangs. Playoffs in just a week's time. Stay tuned to all great broadcasts coming up here on the National Federation of High School Sports. But for this one, signing off on behalf of Wapa Muhammad and our cameraman, Jordan Cooper. Ryan Lowy saying toodaloo.
He's going to take it himself for a championship! A double play wins it the Braves!
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch!